the world that we live in is in 3D. When you have entertainment that is just presented in stereo, you lose all that extra information.
You can use Dolby Atmos to transport someone to a completely different place.
So we love working in Dolby Atmos.
My name is Sylvia Strand. I'm originally from Norway, but I now live and work in South Wales.
I'm Jonathan Gregory, and I work with Sylvia Strand in South Wales. We've got a 714 Dolby Atmos studio.
And we mainly do original composition and sound design for film and TV. Our Atmos journey really started when we created a huge project called acclaimed, which is Welsh for our space. We visited everyone from primary schools to OAP clubs to choirs to brass bands and made a history of the area in full Dolby Atmos. That taught us so much about writing for Atmos as composers, using sound design, with the compositions, and also what works best for us in terms of recording. We went to Avon Miners Museum and they fired up loads of old mining equipment for us to record. We were working with retired miners and a lot of them have got hearing damage because of the blast fan in the mines. And we said to one of the miners, "Oh, do you want to listen?" And he was like, "It's pointless, I can't hear anything, it's pointless." And when he put the headphones on, it's like turning up the gain on reality.
And what it seems is that when you actually give somebody through 3D audio, they believe they can hear sound coming from the deaf side. And that's all because they're being given the full ambisonic picture in Dolby Atmos. It transforms their experience of listening to audio completely.
Even the miners that we spoke to, it's 40 years since they were down a pit, most of them. And we were trying to recreate the sounds of the pit. And we literally had a whole church of, men in their 70s and 80s just silently burst into tears. It's because of the Atmos element, and it's that connection with community. Very often, that is something that people overlook in immersive art. There are so many things that you could do with immersive audio to really move people, regardless of social standing or where they live.
But the obvious next step was to go to the blind people and say, well, what do you experience when you listen to ambisonic audio? So in post-production on a film, you're cleaning audio up all the time. You're putting artificial sounds on Foley to make people believe what they're seeing on the screen. If the screen's not there, the connection to the artificial Foley and the connection to the cleaned up audio is not what was actually really there in the first place. Because if you've not got the visual, you need all the artifacts of the sound. You don't want to clean it up too much. You don't want to take too much of the ruffles away, because those are the clues that tell you what was actually happening that the camera would pick up. And if the camera's not there, the ambisonic microphone, if you're actually recording it in 3D audio, picks up all the nuances in the room. And that's when blind people that we've worked with say, that's a real recording, and I believe it.
We are recording Treorchy Male Choir's first album in 14 years.
Treorchy Male Choir, who are a world-famous choir, who are just down the road from us. We asked them if they would sing one of our compositions, and when they heard the recording in Dolby Atmos, they were like, this is us. And so now they've commissioned us to make their new album in Dolby Atmos.
You've got this little pocket in South Wales at the top of the valleys where people are starting to understand Dolby Atmos and actually asking us to record things in Atmos, which is brilliant. It's lovely.